Alright, so for today's activity, what you're going to want to do is come to sheet 9 and you want to cut out your stringer plan. Okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a template for today's activity. And then the rest of sheet 9, you can go ahead and set to the side for now. Alright, so for this, it says we're going to be cutting 2 by 10 lumber. Now, if you look at this, it says that it's 10 and 3/32 inch long. Alright, it's giving you 15 32 inch rise, 5/8 of an inch run. Okay, and then you need to find the correct lumber. Now, if you go back and are looking at where it talks about on the part below in the instructions, it says mark a 2 by 10 stringer using the projecting lines from a reference. Partially cut the stringer with both ends trimmed and 4 rise and run notches cut out. 3 of the 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch notch at the bottom, and the stringer 2 by 4 kicker block. Okay. You're going to select two 2 by 10 or 1/8 inch by 5/8 inch pieces that are 11 inch long. So we want to find the 1/8 inch by 5/8 inch wide pieces. So 1/8 inch by 5/8 inch that are 11 inches long. Right, and see if I can find these quickly. They should be in your bundle of random lumber. Okay, and you should have 2 of them in there. Now you might have more than 2 of them in there, but we just need 2 of them. So if you look at this way, we have 5/8 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch thick. And again, these pieces are 11 inches long. Okay? So how we're going to do this is we're actually going to do 1, and then we'll use 1 as a pattern to lay out the other one. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and pin down this drawing so that we can start laying it out. And this is one where you might need to use your razor blade instead of your saw, but you could probably use your saw as well. Okay. So the first thing you want to do, that I like to do, is I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that I have the right length. And I can do that by just lining it up here and making my mark. There it is right here at 10 and 3/32. Use your saw. Go ahead and cut your piece. Okay. And then from there, I would actually cut this template out. But if we want to actually lay out our measurements, and what it's telling us to do, says remove 1/8 an inch by 1/4 inch to create notch for block. Let's just see if these measurements are actually correct. So we want 5/8, which is correct. So if you carefully cut out your pattern, Remember, if you're going to do it this way, be very, very mindful of how you're cutting things out, because if you make a mistake cutting out your template, your stringers will be wrong as well. And you can always go back and measure to check your dimensions. The other thing that you'll notice is that I'm keeping as much of the darkened black line as possible on my template, just so that my stringer can be as accurate as possible when I go to draw it all out. There you go. We're going to be creating 2 of these. So once you have that cut out, you want to line this up along that bottom edge. Again, use as many pins as you need to. So pins are in. Zoom in a little bit here. And like I said, we're going to use our first one as our template for the second one. And you remember, we made stringers back in the fall. And voila. From there, we're going to go ahead and cut this out. Which this might not be the easiest to do with the saw, keep in mind. Just be careful not to break them. So again, you're just going to work your way all the way up the stairs till you have your stringer complete. After you get the first one done, you're going to go ahead and make the second one until you have 2 completed stringers. Like so. All right, that's it.